Yo, what's up, guys? It's Ben Awara here, your favorite photographer and filmmaker. Apologies for being so away for a very long time, but a creative has to do what a creative has to do. You feel me? I've been busy with other things, but yeah, I'm back again with another great video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about 5 reasons why I love Adobe Lightroom Classic. Stay tuned. I'm sure you guys are wondering, this one Ben carry lens before table. Well, it's not an actual lens. Someone got this for me. Wait, let me show you. Now, it's a mug. Someone got this for me and just actually very, very thoughtful. Thank you, Emmanuel. This is great. Yeah. So back to the matter. 5 reasons why I love Lightroom Classic. I'm just gonna be going straight forward, and I hope this video stays short. So first things first, Lightroom is a great database. When I say it's a great database, I think this was my selling point for Lightroom. I pretty much used to use Photoshop only. I only started using Lightroom in 2019, 2020-ish. So let's say I've been using Lightroom for about 3 years now, and I will not even lie, it's been an awesome feeling. So for the very first reason, being a great database, assuming you have a team, let's say a team of more than one person, right, working on a particular system, Lightroom has this thing where you can create several catalogs. Now, a catalog is basically a database on its own of your settings, your photos, your presets, whatever you have on the system, and it is customizable to every user on that particular system. But this is the case of like when you're working with a team. So the concept of catalog is actually very, very smart, because you can transfer your edits from computer to computer, and it's almost seamless, right? Because it's pretty much your settings, your presets, and whatever you have on it. But the only hiccup is you need to have a hard drive, an external hard drive. It's not even a hiccup, because as a photographer or somebody who's going to be handling a whole lot of pictures, you should have an external hard drive. One of the mistakes I made starting up was having to use my system's memory capacity, which was slowing down my system a whole lot. But having an external hard drive is really gonna help. You can transfer your catalog however you want to transfer it, wherever you want to transfer it to, and it's very, very seamless. Yeah, so that's one reason why I love Lightroom Classic. And like I said, this was my selling point. I know why this was my selling point, because having to, I don't know, maybe one of the reasons why I'm such a lover of Lightroom is pretty much because it's one of the only softwares, database kind of softwares I really started using. I know there are a whole lot of other softwares that can preserve settings. I don't know much about Capture One or Affinity Photo. I think those are like very, very good softwares as well, but I haven't tried them. So right now I'm just selling Lightroom Classic to you, as I have used it and how helpful it has been to me. So yeah, it's a great database. It's been wonderful for me. I've been able to preserve my settings, come back to photos, re-edit. I've been able to, it's awesome, right? It's a wonderful software for saving data, and it's a great database. So next reason why I love Lightroom Classic, it's good for selection and categorizing. When you open Lightroom, there are different options of ways you can categorize your images. I think I stated this in a previous video I recorded here concerning Lightroom, but this is one of the awesome features that it has, selecting and categorizing. When it comes, you can rate images, you can filter them by their ratings, you can set them to a particular color category, and I think this is very, very helpful, very, very helpful to me. It has been very, very helpful to me, having to go through a whole lot of images, having to categorize them, having to clear them. So let me just clear my throat a bit. Yeah, so it's been a very, very great help to me having to categorize images by ratings, by color. You can also categorize images by location. You can flag images and also categorize them by their camera info, which I think is pretty awesome, right? So I know you might think, what's all this? You wouldn't know how helpful this is until you're in a situation where you have to batch process 200 images, 300 images. That's when you realize that, wow, this is such a very, very awesome tool. So it's been very, very helpful for me having to take event photographs, having to batch select a whole lot of pictures. Yeah, so this is another reason why I love Lightroom Classic. Another reason why I love Lightroom Classic, this one is pretty new. I think it's been introduced. I've been with Lightroom, like I said, I've been with Lightroom for over 3 years now. So I've been watching the updates. So this is quite new. This reason being AI adjustments. When it comes to Lightroom Classic, you know, the buzz about artificial intelligence, it will be very, very unfair if, as photographers, we don't have, do I even call it safe? It will be very, very unfair if we don't have an upper hand with AI. You get, yeah, speaking your mind. Well, Lightroom Classic has these AI adjustments. When it comes to pictures and processing of images, Lightroom can literally help you make AI adjustments. They have this set of portraits which come in very, very handy. You have enhance, you have glamour, you have gritty, enhance eyes, whiten teeth, darken eyebrows, texture hair, smooth hair, and this can literally happen on the go. Just as you click on this option, it is the artificial intelligence is reading your image, checking out for the teeth in the picture, checking out for the eyes, checking out for the head, eyebrows. I mean, and it can even enhance the portrait, which I feel is very, 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 very awesome. So imagine you don't want to retouch an image, you don't want to go so much, you don't want to do so much on the image, and you don't know so much about Lightroom. These AI adjustments will really help you in achieving that feat seamlessly. I've been using it for a while now and it has really, really helped me. That's another reason why I love Lightroom Classic. So another reason why I love Lightroom Classic, there are a variety of free presets. I know you like freebies. We all like freebies, and Lightroom, the presets are awesome. Let's go over them. Lightroom Classic has over 140 free presets, and these presets come with a variety of range. These presets are categorized by different style. You have portraits, black and white, you have portraits, edgy, you have seasons, you have by style, you have by subject, you have by a creative section. And these are not just basic presets, they really go in depth. Why I feel this is very, very helpful, I know you might say this is what's there, the other free presets out there, blah 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 blah. It's very, very important in color grading when you understand what you're doing. So when you apply these settings, the settings are displayed for you. You can go over these settings, understand how color grading works. It's very, very clear on how to go about it. So you can always check the tone curves, always check the color grading panel, and this is really gonna help you. It's gonna help you grow. So look out for this. So last but not the least, another reason why I love Lightroom Classic is it's very, very seamless when I'm working with, of course, it's the same company, Adobe. So yeah, but I don't know. I know you can work seamlessly with Capture One, but like I said before, I've not used Capture One before. I've only used Lightroom Classic, and whatever I'm saying now is simply out of experience. It's very, very seamless working with Photoshop. As a database, you can preserve your images here, right? You can process them here, but if you choose to go further in your editing, you can simply transfer these images straight to Photoshop. And when you finish editing in Photoshop, all you just simply have to do is save, and that image in Photoshop saves automatically to Lightroom. which is now preserving it in this database, which I think is very, very awesome, very, very seamless. Now you can continue doing your editing on Lightroom, or you can process the image from Lightroom, which is preserving your settings, preserving whatever adjustment you're gonna make on it, so you can export it out, which I feel is very awesome. If I had to do this with just Photoshop and I want to preserve my settings, so I want to keep my settings intact, what I'll have to do is save that file as a Photoshop PSD file. Saving that file as a PSD file, I mean, the files are quite large on Lightroom, saving from Lightroom, right? But on Photoshop, I feel those files are very, very bulky. You cannot easily preview them. You always have to open Photoshop. You always have to open heavy files, which I think slows down work. To be honest, it slows down the whole process of creating. Yeah, so these are my reasons why I love Lightroom Classic, and I'm not trying to convince you. I'm simply just stating fact. I'm simply just saying how helpful it has been to me, and I feel it's going to be helpful to you if you're choosing to start photography and you're looking for a software to learn. I think Lightroom Classic is really gonna be that software for you. It's really gonna be helpful for you, and to be honest, it's quite straightforward. You can choose not to use Photoshop with it. Like I told you, you have all these wonderful AI adjustments. It can literally do everything for you. I mean, you have adjust sky, adjust subject. I'll go in depth on this in a much later video, but just looking at this new update, I mean, it gives me so much joy because it has broken down a process in my workflow for me and made it much easier. So yeah, that's it for me for this video. I know it's been a while, but what I just have to say is, being a creative, easy at all, to be honest, and trying to survive in this world, it's a hectic journey. So one step at a time, we keep moving, we keep going. I have a lot of awesome videos. Like I said, I keep getting a lot of inspirations. I just really wish I can just share this knowledge out as much as I can. Like I said, we all learn differently. So if you find this interesting, if this was worthwhile watching, or if you learned something, you want to learn more on Lightroom, you want to learn more on Photoshop, you can drop suggestions in the comment section. If I find it something that I can speak on, I'll go ahead and talk about it. Yeah, and also, if this is the very first time watching this video or being on my channel, please drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell to be notified on new videos whenever I drop them. I hope you have a wonderful time, and also please follow me on my social media platforms. It's very important. I post a lot of cool stuff there as well. So yeah, do take care, have a wonderful time. Ciao. It's going.